Okay, welcome back to the fourth and final video of the day, or at least for right now, because later on I'm going to do 8 videos a day if I can manage it. You saw this. It was pretty poor, but you saw it, and it's what it is. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and open recent. I'm going to open the drawing template back up. I'm going to save this as max model number 2. That we're going to save it as Blender file, and we're going to do the same thing we did in the other. Pull this down as much as possible. We're going to pull this down as much as possible. We are going to go ahead and go to object mode. We're going to add Shift A. We're going to add image, background image. We're going to do the color version, that, and now I forget how to, let's scale, something like that. Let's do X, let's move him over here, so then actually for drawing this I'm actually going to go ahead and control space, and then we're going to go back into, I can't do that, control space again. We're going to go ahead and click on stroke. We go ahead and switch to draw mode. Then we're going to control, whoops, that's an accident. Then we're going to go ahead and control space again. Zoom in, we're going to make them a little bit bigger. And we're going to go ahead and, whoops, what I meant to do. I guess I have to shift. What I meant to do at all. Shift. So I'm going to shift the view just a hair over. And I'm going to try again, as some of you guys might pronounce it. And we're going to do the same thing again. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do a that, and then I'm just going to go ahead and do kind of like a, well, I know what they do. And actually they do this thing where they kind of cut off the head, the skull or whatever, because of course you can't really tell that much. And then also you can't tell, there's usually, you know, like a cheekbone here, something like that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do the line down the middle. I'm going to go ahead and do the midpoint where the brow is supposed to be. Actually, he's looking down a little bit, so let's kind of do that, and let's kind of do that. I don't really know, my proportions aren't that great, but the eye is actually supposed to go under, you know, like the brow is like, there's like these little, you know, the sockets, right? The eye socket in the skull. And then obviously they're not as big as I'm kind of, you know, trying to trace out here, but so yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and actually make an eye, oddly enough. I don't care if it's perfect. but I'm gonna do it anyways. And I know I'm kind of doing like a typical, what you would call like sort of a typical eye. See, it's partly because it's really small, I guess, or at least I'm drawing it really small, that I'm like still kind of gripping my pen. Oh, why did it go out? Okay, there we go. And I'm just gonna go ahead and like it's kind of the way his eyebrows go, kind of go up, and not that they're not extremely bushy, but they kind of go up a little bit. And see I'm kind of crappy. And I know what they do here is they kind of do like this, and then I know they do this like triangle thing, right? Something like that. But his kind of nose is kind of angular. Something like that. I don't know. Mainly because I don't know. I don't care, whatever. That's not actually the nostrils, because there's the nostrils you can't really see here. That's not what those are supposed to be. And this is pretty crappy. You know, I'll admit it anyways. And doesn't look like him at all, but who cares, right? Whatever. Whatever. Actually, interestingly enough, has like a lip there, which is kind of interesting. See how my proportions get kind of all wrong, right? He's kind of a bushy mustache, sort of. And something like that. That's totally terrible. Alright. Let's just sort of... His hair is kind of slicked back. But, something like that. I know. Pretty poor. And I don't guess my face thing here is that poor. I mean, it's not great. It's not terrible. This doesn't look anything like him, though. It's just, I'm just doing a dude, and it's not a very good dude. You know what I mean? Actually, if I wanted to, I could just... Now, I know they use blue pencils, I guess partly because you can draw them lighter, or you can, you know, sometimes do them for layout and animation, and I just chose blue just because I liked the look of it, not because there's any particular reason for me to do it. Well, if nothing else, I can at least fit this in the screenshot, or thumbnail, you might say. Anyways, that's all I'm doing right here, right now. Maybe I should have filled out the page, and maybe I will later. I don't know. I might do a couple of Roger Delgado's. I'm going to look up Max Maven, the magician, the mentalist. He's a mentalist. And I'll look up Orson Welles when he got old and kind of big. So I'll just be doing like versions of them. And right now I'm not focusing on Max, the character. I'm just focusing on the inspirations for the character, right? So, eventually I will do a thing where, see, if you notice, he doesn't have like a furrowed brow. I mean, he's got the little dent that kind of we all have, but his brow is pretty much, is kind of smooth and kind of like, you know, kind of what makes him kind of cool. He's got this kind of slick look, you know. And anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll try some more faces. In Whoa, I need to make sure I watch that. See if I can almost go all the way over to my left, and you don't see it around the thing. But anyways, so I'll do that, and we'll do a couple more sessions like this, and eventually I'll get to drawing. I'll draw some. I'll try to make a little bit more cartoony maybe, and see if I can come up with a design. I'm not sure. I'm not that good at this, so we'll see. So thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and comment. Most of all, just watch. Invite your friends to watch. Actually, get people to give me more views, please. I'm begging, please. Okay, I'm not begging, but whatever. Thanks for watching.